Hello.
Hello,
How are you?
good morning. I am starting my morning out just with some school. How about yourself?
As well, it's a Monday, so they come around every week, don't they?
It can get busy on a Monday. Keep you on your toes.
Absolutely. I don't know what is wrong with my other computer device, but you're not going to see me on this device, and I can't get my other one to work open. But I am here, so my technology is having a Monday as well, apparently.
Okay.
But so my name is Amanda Harbison, and I am the Vice President of Student Affairs for Jefferson State. And as of that, I am also the complaint person that those types of things would come to for students.
The Title IX
So,
coordinator.
yes, a complaint person, any of those things for students come to me. The other individual is for employees. Miss Boone, that you emailed, so that's how you got connected to me.
I did see that. I caught that and I sent it to another gentleman whom I received messaging saying that the email was not available or it was blocked. So I actually had to navigate another gentleman by the last name of Hobbs. The site had given me, I believe it was another gentleman, if I'm correct. Let's see. His name on that website was John Tucson. Johnny Tucson.
Okay, those,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they were all previous to me. I'm still fairly new here.
Okay.
Let me show you. I want to show you this just so I can understand where you found that because I also need to get that corrected. But when I go to, I hope you can see this, the Student Hub and click on Title IX, that should be me. And then this is all the training and people and all these kind of things. But the actual link, which it doesn't matter, you do not need to do a complaint. You've already done it by email. So disregard this. I just wanted to show you
Okay.
that if you needed to find it this way, you can. But you must have navigated a different way. So I'm going to have our web people work on that.
Yes. Yes. It did give me the option for students and then the option for employees. So I did find an alternative, and so I'm glad we were able to meet this morning.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so that said, I would kind of like for you to just give me a verbal overview and talk me through what happened in the class. I've got to figure out what room it was in and those kind of things. So I will work on that this afternoon or probably first thing in the morning. But I wanted to just hear from you a walkthrough of the day and what transpired.
Mm. Yeah, so basically we had our exam one, our first exam for the semester, and our class starts at 8:30, and we were told to use number two pencils, and she started to go get those for us, I guess, to distribute them because it was Scantron based. And this young lady who sits on the far front right corner of the class near the glass wall. African American female. She was her and some other students were up there going to get pencils, and I was sitting there, kind of waiting for the line to dissipate, and I got up there and someone was talking to her in that area, and I think it was this female, and so I was just, there was no like legitimate line, it was just me and this female up there, but she was kind of to the side and like at least 15 plus feet away from the, I would say comfortably like 10 to 12 feet away from the pencil sharpener, so it wasn't like it was even a line at this point. And long story short, I just walked up there and to go grab a pencil off of the desk that was provided in a bag by Miss Porter to sharpen these. And as I went to grab this pencil, all of a sudden I hear behind me over my right shoulder this female just start saying some talking, and all of a sudden she starts raising her voice and goes, "Because he cut me off talking to me," and she's like doing this in front of the class. And then she comes up to me on my right side and starts groping, like feeling my right forearm, my arm, and my bicep, tricep, and my shoulder. Like a reaction that doesn't even relay or coordinate with the actual circumstance. And then she like backed away, and I just went about sharpening my pencil. Didn't even say anything, and she was just kind of standing behind me all of a sudden. And I went and sat down, but she sits directly in front of me to my right. And I don't know, it was just this exaggerated performance, if you want to call it. I don't know what it's called, but it just made me feel uncomfortable that I had to go in the middle of class over something so silly. And this is what makes me think that that it's provocative to begin with, and it's provocative and instigating because we're just sharpening pencils. It's not like we're fending over $100 bills or anything. Like she just dropped $100 bills in the bag. So I don't understand the nature of this interaction. I don't understand.
You don't know this lady or any other place or anything.
I don't know her. No, I don't know her, but I've had instances of provocation. Kind of, I said in the letter that the day before I had this exam, I received mail that was supposed to be here the day before, and then the item was not in the mail bag itself. So they delivered mail, and then the item was not in the envelope. So I had to call Amazon, and they had to reissue me a whole new purchase, and that's supposed to be here Tuesday. Um, and then,
Do you think this individual had something to do with your mail issue?
well, when it comes to provocation and subversion, I mean, the tactics of saboteurs. There's a laundry and a historical laundry list of the tactics of subversion that goes far, far back into the 40s. Because the exhibition of behavior by this young lady, giving what we were trying to accomplish, was just way out in left field. And I have no clue who she is. I have no clue why she did it. And it doesn't, the gestures and actions don't correlate with what came out of her mouth. If she felt offended, there's no reason for her to come up to me and like start groping my forearms and my biceps and my triceps and my shoulders. If you were mad, you would hit somebody. When you're mad, you don't go up there and start feeling and rubbing all up on someone's arm.
But you've not had any contact with her before.
That's correct. I have no contact with her.
And not any other classes or anything like that?
This is my first class ever at Jefferson State.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's pretty obvious there then. Well, okay, so
I'm not.
You don't know her. You've never had contact with her.
Correct.
You've been in this class for a few weeks so far. There's not been any other issue to this point in this course with her.
Correct.
Is that correct? Okay. And you did not talk to the teacher after the incident?
No. We took the exam, and we had open lab, so I wasn't going to sit there and wait for another hour or so. So I just left.
So after the exam, you left. We haven't been back yet to class or anything like that because class is on Fridays. Is that right?
Every Friday, and we have a lab exam this Friday.
Are they open exams or come and go, or is everybody there at the same time?
No, you have to be there at the same time.
Okay. And they're all on the Jefferson campus in Ruby Carson Hall?
Correct.
Okay.
And that's the problem. The problem is the way this type of neuroticism works is they establish this stimuli of abuse and like humility, because I guess that's the purpose, was to humiliate me if in hindsight, and then obviously The problem with this is that because of where I'm sitting, she sits directly in front of me. And so the objective is to create this mental abrasion and this poor social milieu throughout my experience and take away time from the educational experience. This is subversion. This is classic subversion, as evidenced by, CIA field manual on sabotage. I mean, the tactics that are used, this is just classic subversion textbook. Like if you opened up a manual of subversion, this is exactly what it is.
Well, I hear what you're saying, certainly, and listening. I need to pull the video from that room. I need to look. I need to speak with the instructor. I need to do a few things, and then I can follow back up with you. Our timeline is 5 business days, so I will certainly make sure I get back with you within the timeline of 5 business days. It will hopefully be much sooner than that, and then we can kind of go forward. Ultimately, are you looking to change classes, have her change classes, or ultimately, what is our goal here?
My goal is to create a positive educational experience, but I feel like that's tarnished when I have to be around her, right? I have to physically see her, and then I have to worry about things in the classroom, like where not to be and how to walk and everything. So, etiquette wise, I thought about what I did, and I didn't even see that I did anything wrong because she wasn't even near the pencil sharpener. So, I would like for you to give me some feedback on what you've seen on the video, and because I just don't understand what's going on. I just know that I don't like to be in a situation of humility, and I don't like that type of touching inappropriately.
Right.
And ideally, in the ideal situation is I don't like going to the exam knowing that I have to deal with that, or like I'm isolated and now I'm in a situation that I have to always be cognizant, or think about stuff. So ideally, if I can move forward with taking the exam, with somewhere that's not associated with her or in the classroom, that's best for me, because I've had to do this in the past because of the subversion, where I had to talk to. Matter of fact, this happened at Lawson and in the past, and I had to take the exam, kind of in another room or whatever with another person type of deal. So, and again, it just goes to show, it's like, I don't know why this is happening to me, why I'm so special, but I'm not in control of people's actions. People are going to do what they do, and there's campaigns and societies out there that do what they do. So if that's how it is, that means I need to isolate myself so that I can appreciate a positive, educational experience.
Well, I will assure you I'll do everything I can to investigate, and we'll get back together to discuss anything that's determined. We'll have conversations before moving forward. So continue to study, continue to prepare for whatever is coming on Friday. Continue to work hard in your class, and I will do everything I can to support you to make sure you have a positive experience with Jefferson State. And I will be in touch soon for us to move forward, if that's okay with you.
All right, then. I appreciate your time.
You are very welcome. Is anything else going on? Anything else you have questions about or anything?
Um,
This is the only class you're taking, or are you taking more?
no, I am kind of taking this for a program entry, so I'm just taking this as a prereq. It's like one of the things that I need. I've taken A&P many times in the past, but I just need it because it's not within the last 5 years. So.
You're applying for nursing, respiratory, something like that?
Some type of allied health. That's correct. And so, long story short, I feel like this needs to be addressed. Ideally, it would just be good if I was set aside, because I know and I have documentation that interruptions and this type of subversive tactic tends to happen, even on record, around times of performance or times that are requiring critical thinking. And this is just more support and evidence, our conversation today, and this entire carnival, if you will. So ideally, again, I'm going to be advocating that I'm not placed in a setting where these type of things are going to be there to pull or manipulate at my skin. I'd rather, when time is requiring critical thinking of me, to be set aside so that I'm not associated with it.
Okay. I will make that note and I will be back in touch with you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. I hope you have a great day.
You too.
Bye bye.